Manifest in 20 minutes daily. This is an amazing bonus that I have for everyone that is very busy in their day-to-day activities, working a lot, but still wanting to squeeze in manifestation into their lives. Those are some of my favorite exercises that help you, reprogram your subconscious mind, shift your identity, and also raise your frequency. And if you do those exercises consistently, they will have a ripple effect on every area of your life. At the same time, I do recommend that you take also some more time on days where you have more availability to do the deeper inner work. But this is definitely already enough for the days where you're very busy. So what I recommend first thing in the morning is that you use the time window, not with your phone, but to visualize your dreams. And I want that you visualize them as if you have achieved them already 6 months ago. Because if you visualize them, you have already achieved them long time ago. Your brain and your body will think that this has already happened for you. And everything will shift in the universe for you to bring that desire into your reality very fast. So make sure to not use your phone first thing in the morning, because we want to place our energy and focus and attention where we want to go, and not being immediately available to answer messages or anything like that. The second exercise that is very powerful, and I've done that every single day for the last years. I've been journaling and writing down I am so happy and grateful for. And there I've been adding the things that I'm grateful for in the present moment, but also my goals. And I wrote them down in present tense. For example, when I didn't have this loving relationship yet, I was writing down, I'm so happy and grateful for my loving partner that is treating me so amazingly, where we have an amazing connection, where we can even build a business together. I was writing that down in detail and feeling the gratitude already in the present, in the now. Another thing that you can do is to use the time effectively when you're on the way to work, or when you're going from A to B, is to listen to some form of content that is uplifting you, be it in the manifestation space, self-development space, that helps you to raise your frequency. Back then when I didn't have many amazing people in my circle yet, I was listening to podcasts. I was listening to podcasts because I felt inspired by those people. And, sooner or later, those people became even my friends, which is funny. And the other thing is I created basically the environment that I wish to have through this inspiring environment that I listened online. Another thing that I recommend you to do every morning, or also throughout the day, is to jump. First thing when I wake up in the morning, or almost the first thing, is to jump 200 times. This really activates your lymphatic system, and it helps to make sure that you feel energized and that the lymphatic fluid can really move through your body. And while I'm jumping, I'm also feeling gratefulness. I'm thinking about the things that I'm grateful for. I'm visualizing them while jumping, and this makes it a very magnetic jump. And why do we want to feel so much gratitude throughout the day? Gratitude is the state of ultimate receivership, when you feel grateful. Usually when you feel grateful, you just achieved something, or someone has gifted you something. And when you feel more and more grateful for everything that you have in your life already, the universe will bring you forward more things to be grateful for. And basically all your desires that you're having right now, they're vibrating on a frequency of gratitude. And the more you can feel grateful already now, is the more you become an energetic match to your desires. That's why I'm saying, the more grateful you can be, the more magical your life will become. And a grateful attitude will always create a grateful life. Another powerful exercise that I invite you to do is to become clear on your limitations. Each one of us has certain limiting beliefs, and especially when you're now wanting to create more abundance, more success in your life, creating your dream life, becoming aware, okay, where do I limit myself right now? Am I telling myself, for example, I'm not deserving, or I'm not good enough to have that, or to create that magical business that I want to have? If you have identified that, make sure to find a new belief, and each time that you catch yourself throughout the day that this old program is coming to the surface, say out loud, change. Why do we say out loud change? Because change is like a pattern interruption, and this pattern interruption will help you to break the pattern, the unsupportive pattern, the self-destructive pattern that you want to let go of. And then we're gonna place our focus again where we want to go. So if your belief was, for example, that you're not worthy of having so much abundance in your life, you can shift it for an affirmation that feels believable for your system, and each time you catch yourself, shift again where you want to go. Because remember, where we place our energy and attention, more of it will grow. And we want to grow our dream life, our abundance, our dream relationships. So this is where we have to place our energy and attention. Another important exercise to do in the evening is to reflect on your manifestations. For everyone in the Abundance Code, you have the app available, which will call you every day to ask you about your manifestations and reflection. And everyone else that is not having the app, you can basically reflect on your own by asking yourself, okay, what did I actually manifest or achieve today? Because then your mind will go again from lack into what is already there, all the magical things that you actually have done. And you know, I worked with so many high achievers over the last years, and what I see over and over again is they don't acknowledge their own efforts. They're doing so much, but they are not seeing all the efforts that they've been doing. And this leads to a state of lack. And we want to create a state of abundance. We want to acknowledge ourselves, our inner child that is doing so much amazing work. And we want to say, I see you. I see your efforts. I see what you've been creating. And I'm proud of you. And I will acknowledge you every single day for all the little things that you have done. Be it that you just help maybe a person with carrying the groceries, or that you maybe paid the bill for someone. Write down the things that you have achieved, as little as they are, to shift your focus again. Another powerful exercise that is quickly implemented daily is when you're standing in front of the mirror to brush your teeth, for example, that you stand there and that you acknowledge yourself, that you tell yourself, you're doing amazing, I'm proud of you, I love you. Because already that lets you feel a higher frequency, it lets you feel loved, it makes you feel seen. And this is a state of frequency that will make you very magnetic to the desires that you're having. So yeah, we can expand that list even more, but those are very powerful exercises. And what is important for you to see results is that you do them daily and consistently. You have to do them over a prolonged period of time to really see the powerful effects. And for everyone in the Abundance Code, we will go in even greater depth in how to really successfully implement those exercises like visualization and so on, to make it even more effective for you.